And we are live here for the interview with Tommy Holland. So get ready. It's happening tonight.
It's almost time, get your dag hats on.
What's that underneath your pillow? Something that you think you need to have. Silent innocence can be stolen. Is that what makes you feel like a man? How do we get so socially degressed that we think else is okay? Take another life and all its happiness. We can find another way. Keep your money in your pocket. Yeah, teach children how to use their minds. So reward and stand out when it comes from your heart. Something better in yourself you'll find. Kids are killing kids in catastrophic numbers. We can't stand idly by. Feeling sad about what you read is not enough. Take a good look. Another child has died. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Hey, another child's died. Another child's died. Morals have lapsed. No, the family pride is gone. Nowhere left but the streets to turn. Children making their way. Oh no, the perfect fuel for hatred to burn. It's our dear man.
You're listening to Dag. It's the Dag Show, featuring Dag and some other people.
Hey guys, we are here live right now here with Tommy Holland. Right here. There's the camera up there. We got cameras floating around here.
All over the place.
You got to talk into your mic there, brother.
Hey man,
I hear you unless
getting
you
scared
talk
of
into
this
your mic.
shit. There's cameras everywhere.
There's cameras everywhere.
Police outside. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's welcome to the Dag Show.
Hi.
If we don't create some trouble on the Dag Show, we ain't doing shit
Let's
right.
do it.
Listen, I'm here tonight with Tommy Holland of The Bzz, Steppenwolf. This is pretty freaking kick butt. No matter how, look at him, and he
Live.
still looks good.
I put all my makeup on properly.
You let me put some
can't
blush
see.
on. You let
I'm
me put
blind,
some of your
man.
blush on.
Yes, I'm blushing.
So tonight we're going to talk about, one of the great things about doing the sit down is that, not only just talking to average Americans and here, let me grab another angle here because we've got these two angles here going at the same time.
Got the
So
angles. There's Nicky.
We got
He's
all
coming
kinds
around
of shit
there.
right there. Look at that.
He's pointing that thing at me. I don't know
So
what to do here.
we have the great thing about doing the Dag Show is that we not only just talk to average everyday Americans, but we talk to great musicians and talented people, and that's what we do. And Tommy Holland fits that bill. I mean, if you were into rock
And the criminally insane.
and the criminally insane in the 80s, you knew who Holland was.
High life. High life.
You knew who the Bzz were. So this is what's important here about the Dag Show, is that we're a lot of things that made rock and roll today in Chicago are part of a history that created it in the 80s. Wouldn't you say, Tommy?
Yes, sir. 80s, late 70s.
Talking to that mic.
Remember,
have you ever used a fucking mic?
I've never used a fucking mic before. I don't know.
singer.
Well, I'm usually told, get back from the mic, you loudmouth bastard.
Not going to happen on this show.
Yes, the Chicago music scene. Tell me. Pez Band.
Well, go ahead. Tell
Remember?
us. Listen, the music scene in the 80s, period, across the country. When bands, remember when bands went and saw bands?
Yes.
We would fill clubs with bands going to see our friends play.
Yes. When I was too young to get into a bar, I went and saw Cliff Johnson and Pez Band.
In Pez.
Before off-Broadway.
Before off-Broadway,
yes. And rock star motherfucker, man. He had a raccoon coat on. He came in. Club was packed. It was just my first
Talking to that goddamn
taste.
mic.
Right here.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. My first taste of Chicago rock and roll music scene. I was probably 18, 19, sneaking into the bars downtown Chicago. Cliff and his band, Pez Band, playing. I mean, it was just like, you know what? This shit rocks, man. He walked in and was, I got to do that. It was great. And, I dropped out of high school at 17. I went back and finished, by God. But at 17, I went to California and disappeared for a number of years. And
then when you were 17, what year was that? 1849?
That was back when Paul Revere had that hat on and shit. That was 1972. I was, I'm 40.
You were 17 in 1972? How
45
fucking old
now.
are you?
I'm 65, and I got my Medicare card to show it. But I don't feel like it. And look I'm going to pull something out here. Oh,
Whoa!
no! No, it's just my ID.
Am I with David Lee Roth? What the fuck is happening right now?
My father told me not to put my name on nothing I don't own. I thought Mexicans own the whole fucking city.
Oh, boy, here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
It's graffiti.
So
that was David Lee Roth, not me. I thought that was good when he said that. But,
all right, so listen. So let's talk about you. So you're 17 in 1972. I was...
okay, it was 73, but I'm shaving.
Still, it doesn't matter. I was 8. I was 8. I was close to getting laid.
I moved
only
to California.
A few years away, but
I bummed around for a while out by San Bernardino and Riverside. I finally got in a good band called Squeeze. Sammy Hagar left to join Montrose. So my first big break, I was
talking to that guy.
What? I'm talking. What is that?
Well, no, you keep turning
20,
it.
I think I'm on stage.
You fucking doing a harmony?
I'm Steve Perry now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So anyway, I joined the band that Sammy Hagar quit to go join Montrose.
Don't overmodulate.
I'm getting a lesson. So anyway, I joined Squeeze, which is my first cool band in L.A. after a couple of years of kicking around. Sammy had left to join Montrose. He came and saw us play. We were playing the bar scene, blah 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 blah. But they didn't want to do originals. So I was like a little shit that wrote a couple of tunes. But they were like, "Nah, man, we play. We do Ohio Players." But
Sammy Hagar?
We did Zeppelin. No, they were a funk band. They were called Justice Brothers. They did funk and dance and
Sammy Hagar.
Yeah, he's got that. Yeah.
Well, I know he's got that, but he's got that black
James
thing
Brown,
going for him.
And so I joined them. But no, we did Queen, Zeppelin.
Queen, great, my favorite band of all time.
We did everything you could. But they did, because it was a dance club, we did, roller coaster, of love, ooh, what? But anyway, I was little. I would have joined them for nothing. I think I made $35 a night. You know what I mean? One of those.
Big money.
We played 5 nights a week, 5 sets a night for 8 months straight, and I blew my throat out. And that's when I had to quit. And I went and saw a doctor, and he said, well, you're okay. Just don't talk for 6 months or sing or nothing. So 2 months later, I had a new band called Holland, in 1976, the first version of Holland, which was a totally different band that you don't know about in Chicago.
It didn't
but
have.
Anyway,
It didn't have.
well, it was a good out there. It did great. But we were playing in Sunset Strip. Didn't
have Michael Anthony.
Van
in
Halen
it then.
was making 1,000. We made 750. You know what
Got
I mean?
it,
It was
yeah,
like,
you got it, the mic.
oh,
You
we
got-
didn't
remember-
have Badio.
Remember the mic.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo wasn't in that band. At
No,
the time.
he came out shortly thereafter. Well, 85. Let's skip through it. I joined Steppenwolf in late 1978, and Nick St. Nicholas saw me playing with that version of Holland, down at the beach in Huntington Beach, California, and he, he said, I'm helping young bands out, blah, blah, blah. And we were playing Hollywood and at the beach, and we were doing all right for a local band.
Now,
you know
Steppenwolf is the band that's known for staying alive, right?
Boy. No,
I'm
they're
just
known for
kidding.
dying. Staying
Born
alive.
to be
Yeah.
wild.
Yep, I sang with them for a year, toured everywhere with them, and had a great time. And that gave me a good kick in the ass and a good boost. Then I came back to Chicago, where my bodyguard, Tiny McLarge,
Tiny McLarge.
Tiny fucking McLarge. Yeah, I'm standing at Alpine Valley.
Yeah, but it just unplugged.
On something.
Well, we got him knocking down cameras
Gotta reboot
earlier.
it? Are
you
we
know.
on? Are we back?
Yeah, it's going to take us a little bit to reboot here, but we're back here. Yeah, we didn't lose.
Can they hear us?
We didn't lose.
Am I
Yeah,
here?
no,
Can
they
you
can
hear
hear
me?
us. See, they can hear us. But yeah.
So anyway,
Hey, Nick. Just be cognizant of the chords. you are a musician, right?
he's
All
drinking.
these chords
He's drinking Jim
are
Beam.
here. Hi, Sandy Gunther. What's up?
High Life.
Thomas Fessler says hi from up above.
Tom Fessler.
This is by Ron Modas.
My God, I love Tom Fessler. He was my sound man in Steppenwolf.
I can't believe you just disconnected his computer after it took me 15 minutes to get all this shit re-uploaded for the second time.
You guys?
I still love you, Nick.
Are we on
You're
there?
doing
Really,
fine.
Tom Fessler. I love
Well, yeah.
man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah, you got to love live shows, Jeannie. This is the kind of
Tom
shit that
Fessler,
happens.
Roddy Crowd, shout out, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So anyway, yeah. See, now everything's just going to make noise.
What?
We're gonna have to. Nick's gonna have to pay twice as much union dues now.
Nick, he does.
All right. So anyway, let's get back to this. So here you are. You got all this going on. You're doing the Steppenwolf thing,
Right.
Now what?
Well, Steppenwolf being one of those bands that well, it was like Journey for me. I was 23 years old. Let's get a little singer that'll go on tour and play all over the world for, let's pay him $200 a night. No, you know what I mean? It's like this guy with Journey, he's done a lot better. But at the time, I would have done it for free. You get asked to sing with Steppenwolf, you do it.
Right.
So I went on tour. I played all over, played in front of tons and thousands of people. Sang Born to Be Wild till, I was
In the mic. I need you to
couldn't sing it again. And then I got
Does this guy ever use the microphone?
came back to Chicago. No, that's great. Yeah, you want to hear the mic? Came back to Chicago, and I was hanging out, and there was a band called the Boys from Illinois, Dirty Dan Buck and Mike DeFoya and all them guys, Tony Alankovich. Anyway, David Angel. Kent Cooper. Anyway, throwing names out.
Sounds like a big band.
They
Were
were
there
nice.
25 guys
The
in that
boys,
band?
yeah, there were 450 guys in the Boys from Illinois, but they had disbanded, and it became the Bzz. The Bzz were the boys without the oys, and we'll talk more about that. Gene Simmons. Now, I have to tell you something about
All
it.
right, let's hear
We're
Gene
out
Simmons'
in
story.
Los Angeles. Now, we've gotten a record deal. We're the boys. We're not the Bzz. I mean, we're the Bzz, not the boys anymore. And we're out there recording, and we're in the same studio as, Kiss, Tom Petty, and they're all in there. There was Paul Rogers. And anyway, Gene Simmons came and said, "Is this your band we're listening to?" You know how he talks. "Is this your band?" And you went, "Yeah." He goes, "What's the name of your band?" I said, "It's the Bzz, B''ZZ." He goes, "Why?" I said, well, because it was the Boys from Illinois." He went, That's a terrible name.
It actually is a terrible name.
He goes,
Fucking awful
the
name.
name sucks. He goes, and I was like, well, yeah, but we got a record deal. But he goes, I don't care. The name's going to cause you problems, blah, blah, blah. They tried to steal our guitar player, though, Mike Tafoya, for Kiss. But then I agree, the Bzz, he said, could you...
And it was spelled B-Z-Z,
yeah, and
apostrophe
on
S.
MTV, they go, well, here's a new one from the Bzz, the Bzz.
The Bzz.
He goes, oh, well, we play everything here. And I was like, there's a lift off, So anyway, that was the Bzz, which is a great band I'm proud of. We did some good stuff, and we're going to play you something from American Bandstand that I did with the Bzz whenever my buddy here, Dag, wants to do it. But you tell me when. But
Well, I was switching cameras because Nick, who stepped on the cord, is now just standing there with the camera. I have a
Nick?
stationary camera over
Nick,
there.
there's a snake
He's
around his shoulders.
He's got, see how cool he has this opportunity to just kind of zoom in on you or zoom in on me because I'm very pretty.
I think he's on something.
But anyway, so
I keep getting yelled at for talking to microphone. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you would think that maybe
101. Studio
you're doing,
101.
You're doing much better now. Though.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate
just
that.
Touch it to my
So
lip.
now, Gene Simmons. Now, was Gene Simmons going to take you to a record deal? I mean,
No, we already had a record deal. He was just recording in the next studio over.
Okay.
Heard us. He liked our music, but he said the name sucks. The name
did suck.
And he went, my band, it's Kiss. It means, but anyone that hears the name Kiss, that's all you got to hear once. You know the name of the band. He goes, it has a lot to do with marketing. And he gave me a little talk, but I was like, well, it's the Bzz. He went, okay, fine. See you later. And
Gene Simmons was done with you, huh?
yeah, you know how he is. He's a good guy. But yeah, he's I got a chance to meet a lot of people. Miller High Life, brought to you by Miller High Life.
Brought to you by Miller High
I
Life
wish. We'll
tonight.
get to that later, too, with the Hollands.
By the way, Miller, we're going to need some money from you here at some point.
Me and Dag stood out front waiting for our checks.
Right, and nobody showed up. There was supposed to be a freaking beer truck here, and it never showed up.
Okay, we had to buy a 12-pack.
It's ridiculous. All right, so here you are. So now you're with the Bzz.
Yes, sir.
And here, wait, let me. I got to restore these pages because Nick stepped on the fucking cord.
Yeah.
So we're restoring these pages, and I want to pull this up because this is
Nick's
really
in my
super
band
cool.
now. Nick's in my band now. He's holding the thing. He's helping us out.
You were on Dick Clark.
Yes, which not to be
Right,
confused
so I
with
don't wanna-
being on
I don't-
Clark's dick.
We don't want to confuse those two things.
Yeah.
We don't want to confuse being on Dick Clark with being
you
on
were on
Clark's
Clark's
dick.
dick in 1980, right? Yeah. Now, come on. For God's sake. For the love of
my.
everything upright.
All right. So,
American Bandstand. I'm proud of this shit.
and you should be, because you know where I never was?
No.
On American Bandstand.
Yep.
So I want to play this video here. And,
Thank you.
And let
And
me.
we'll have a drink.
Well,
Are we live while they're? We got to hang out while we're watching this.
yeah. Let's watch it.
All right, cool.
Hold on, let me
check
turn
this
it up.
shit out, you guys.
Comes a group
I
that
had
is a
hair.
compilation-
Here.
I used to
combination
say I
of a
had
couple of groups.
80s hair.
Well,
now I
quit
got
talking.
80 hairs.
Chicago.
Let him hear it.
And they are an interesting amalgamation because well, let me find out from them how
Hold
they
on,
did.
wait.
Did you get my prop? When I first saw this, I said there used to be a group called the Boys, B-O-Y-Z-Z, and
See?
it's the Birds
See
and
how I
the
brought-
Bees and everything. And now this, ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, do you see how I did that? See, if you give me time, give me a minute, I bring in the video of you on Clark's dick, or Dick Clark, I mean, and you and me. See how I do that?
Holland was on Clark's dick.
I can't. Nobody can hear you.
I know, that's good. I've said enough about being on Clark's dick.
I mean, Dick Clark. Dick Clark. I said it wrong. All right, here we go.
Heartland of America comes a group that is a compilation or a combination of a couple of groups, and they're from Chicago. And they are an interesting amalgamation because, well, let me find out from them how they did you get my prop? When I first saw this, I said there used to be a group called the Boys, B-O-Y-Z-Z, and there's the Birds and the Bees and everything. And now this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Bzz.
I had 80s hair. Now I got 80 hairs.
Look at that hair. Look at how handsome you were. You kind of look David Coverdale-ish.
Yeah, I know.
You heard that before?
Yeah. I never got laid.
Look at that. Look at that mop. That is awesome. High five me on the hair.
Thank you, brother.
Love it.
Yeah, that lasted for a while. Well, wait a minute.
Is that a girl drummer? No, I'm kidding.
That's Steve Riley from
I'm just
L.A.
kidding.
Guns.
He's going to... really?
Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
That's on the drums.
That's Steve Riley from
Steve
LA
Riley
Guns.
was in Steppenwolf with me.
He looks like a girl from the back. The back of their heads all look the same.
Steve Riley was with me in
just saying.
Steppenwolf in '79, and then joined the Bzz with me in the '80s. And
Now, the Bzz here, I do want to play the rest of this song.
sure,
But we had talked briefly. Scotty Kane,
yeah,
he was in the Bzz for a little while, wasn't he? Or the Boys?
he might have been in the Boys.
Not
The
in,
Bzz.
okay, he was in the Boys, not the
Yeah,
Bzz.
yeah.
See,
But yeah, Steve
Gene
Riley was
Simmons
in
has got
Wasp
this
and
right.
L.A. Guns, and he still is in L.A. Guns now. And he was with me.
I
in
got to interview
Steppenwolf.
him. And
Oh yeah,
we're going to need to call
He's
him. and
mad at
say-
me. We got a publishing company. He's waiting on some songs from me, so he's
All right.
pissed right now.
Does he still look like a girl from the back?
Looks like a girl from the back, but I always told him that. I said, "Don't roll over."
All right, let's play the rest
Sick
of this.
man that I am.
All right, let's let the audience hear this. This is awesome.
Never mind forgetting the past. Just take your time. You better take it your time. You're gonna make it, yeah. You better take it your time. Take your time. Think about it, baby. Take your time. Oh yeah. This will be the times that bind us ever closer, far behind us. Take a chance and change your mind. Just take your time. You better take it. You're gonna make it, yeah. You better take it. You're gonna make it, yeah. You better take
We're wasting all the good dialogue while they're listening to the song. Okay, so you got to put the mic again
Yes, sir.
by your mouth. What the fuck? Lead singer, I can't get him to
Bird
put the mic by
Ernie,
his
it's like
mouth.
putting Bert's
Did you,
nose in my
did you have a
mouth.
bad backroom experience backstage in a green room
Well, it
somewhere
had
where
something to
anything
do with a
valid?
big red thing in my mouth. All right?
All right, so you got Tommy.
Our drummer
Before
with the Bzz was
Right.
Stephen Riley.
Stephen Riley.
Who was with me in Steppenwolf in 1979, and then later did the Bzz album with me, and went on to do Wasp, and then later L.A. Guns, who he's still playing with Steve Riley and Kelly Nichols, L.A. Guns right now.
Okay.
They're out playing right now, yeah.
Okay,
And he and I write music, and we got a little...
and the guitar player,
Michael Tafoya.
Michael Tafoya, which is a
Michael
Chicago
Tafoya.
native.
He's a Chicago boy, still playing around.
Still playing.
He's got a new band, and
What's the name of his band now? Do you know?
probably Michael Tafoya.
Michael Tafoya Band.
Because
Actually-
he's got a girl in his band that's really cute.
I think we're friends on Facebook.
Mike's a great guy. Mike is he has kept playing through everything, thick and thin, while all the other bands are not doing it. You can say what you want, but Mike has kept playing with one way or another with his band, Tafoya.
And you don't remember the name.
Tafoya's Lost. Well, it was called Tafoya's Lost Boys,
Okay.
but I don't know what right now it is.
Not
Because
Tafoya's Lost Bees?
Must be. Well, you see, it's a comma with a ZZ. You're like, if I hear one more incarnation of the BZZB with. Well, what I've got now is the Zib, which is the ZZ apostrophe B, Tommy Holland.
I'm so confused right now.
I don't even talk to myself anymore. I've had it. Right now, I got a band called Us. I was going to call myself Me, and then my album Myself and I, and that's it. Mice, Elf, and Eyes.
It didn't work out.
No, it didn't.
The record
work.
label
Nothing
didn't
works.
like that.
No, they don't like me anymore. They're like, well, you're a risk. You ever been called a risk?
Yes,
Yeah.
most of my life
What
I've
do you
been
mean
called.
I'm a risk?
I was called
a wrist.
I was
like being called a jerk off.
I was called a risk before the first abortion was attempted on me. What are you talking about?
Call me a wrist.
All right,
You're a wrist.
so all right, so let's go through this lineup
All
here
right.
on this band we have here. All right, and let me switch us there. So your lineup is, let's go through it again.
On Dick Clark?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'm singing Michael Tafoya on the guitar, lead guitar. And now Anatoly Halenkovich. There's a name.
Wait, hold on. What?
Anna-
What'd you just call me? I'm gonna pack my shit up
Say
and
that
leave. You
again,
ever
and
call
I'll
me that
kick your
again?
ass. Anatoly Halenkovich.
This is a fun. Anatoly Halenkovich.
He's Russian.
No shit.
Well, he's in a hurry. He's Russian. No, he passed away a couple years ago. But before that, after our band split up, he went on to write the music for America's Most Wanted.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he did all the soundtracks for America's Most Wanted,
okay.
Which is pretty cool. And, when I was, when the band broke up, I think I drank. No, I went on to form Holland right away. And the first Mike Tafoya did a little bit of that with me, but I ended up going out to L.A., and Joey Setner, who turned out to be the bass player, and Brad Rorson, the drummer, who came in later. But I went out to L.A., and Mike stayed here, but the thing about Michelangelo, about Batio, we talk a little bit about that. I was out in L.A. with Joey Setner, who had jammed with us after the Bzz.
Hold on. Before you bring in Michelangelo into this, I want to ask you something about being a musician from Chicago and then deciding that you're going to take this gamble and you're going to move to L.A.
Well, I lived there from a long time ago.
Okay, but you had to make the decision, and a lot of musicians here, man, young musicians watch this show. What's it like to make that commitment to go, fuck it, I'm going to L.A.?
You know what? If you're in L.A. with no money and nobody that knows you and nobody to help you, don't go. I had friends. I went out there when I was 17. I slept on floors. I remember one guy let me sleep at his brother's house, right? Now it's all over the place, but I slept in this chair, easy chair, and I woke up and I was, you're thinking, am I doing the right thing and what? And I'm jamming with different bands, trying out for bands and yes, I'll sing Highway Star. Yes, I'll do Communication Breakdown. And then I fall asleep in his chair. I wake up. His big brother's kicking us out because what are you doing bringing this hippie over to my house? I had a needle not a hypodermic needle, a sewing needle from Grandma, sitting in this easy chair doing her sewing. I fell asleep in it. I woke up and itched my head. I pull out a needle with thread in it.
Grandma used to put them in the armrest.
Well,
My
yeah.
grandma and my great-grandma did that.
Yes, well, that's what I did. I slept. I put it in the armrest. I woke up with a freaking needle sticking in my head, and it wasn't a needle with anything good in it. I frown on that anyway. By the way, I've lost a lot of friends to that. I don't want to do a commercial.
What, to needlepoint?
Yeah, needlepoint. A lot of my friends got into knitting and needlepoint.
And we just broke up?
They're no longer with us. They did a little Whitman sampler.
My friends got into crochet.
Yeah.
I said, I can't take another
Right?
plant holder.
Isn't that song,
Or a
Eric
blanket.
Clapton? Crochet.
I think it's a difference.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
cocaine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crochet.
I thought it was croquet.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay.
So anyway. Okay,
You're
go
talking
ahead.
about going out to L.A.
Yeah.
I happened to run into some good people And they put me up. They took care of me. My best friend Bob Barron, who managed me out there.
Mike.
He took me in, and he knew a lot of people, and he ended up being the road manager for Steppenwolf, Deep Purple, and he helped me out later in life too. But at that time, Bob Barron, I love him. I love him then. I love him today. He was a great guy. He's one of my best friends in life. But he was like, okay, I believe you. I got to move in. His mother was she was a teacher at Cal State University. She professor. So she was anthropology. So she would go out of country for 6 months and do digs in Egypt and stuff, and leave me and Bob at a big house up in the hills. So
bad
we
idea.
pretended we were Rockstar and his manager. So until Mom came home, we were big. We had chicks and stuff. But she was great, and she was great too. But I had a lot of help, friends, and I got to be in that band Squeeze I told you about that Sammy Hagar left to join Montrose. And the thing was, that got me started, and it got people heard me sing. And then I went to play the Strip, and Van Halen, like I said, at that time it was 1977, 76, right around that time. But they were doing all the bars. I saw Van Halen at a club like next door that 200 people, biker bar, doing.
Yeah, right.
And it was like, I talked to Eddie. I met Eddie Van Halen. He was sitting in the front of a Rambler drinking a Schlitz malt. And I tried to get him in my band. And you know what he told me? I shovel shit for Van Halen. These are my brothers, man. He goes, you know what I'm saying? I went, fine, yeah, of course. But I'm like, dude, if you were in our band, it's like, we were a cover band. He goes, no, and they were playing copy tunes too, but
right.
They were doing Running with the Devil and stuff and playing. They were the shit. We were right behind them as in Holland.
Well, that's another Gene Simmons. Hook up Gene Simmons.
Well, yeah. And
hooked
look what
them up
happened,
and
though.
sent them to
and
New York.
And he had to let them go?
He had to.
You don't always know what.
Gene made some money off that.
Yeah, he had to do something.
He had
a trip.
Gene doesn't do anything unless there's money in it.
I mean, and then I was with Cher, and then I was with Diana Ross, and he's just
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Didn't he make Michael Jackson? I
Jackson.
don't remember who Gene
and then
Simmons
I made
was sleeping
Michael
with.
Jackson do something that I don't even want to talk about. But no, it's he's great. You can't argue with Kiss.
No.
If you want to talk about success, you can have your opinion on their songs or anything. But I went to a Kiss concert when I was 18, 19 years old in California, and they played at the San Bernardino Civic Auditorium with Montrose, and Montrose opened up, and it was Kiss. And I'll tell you what, I was walking over passed out kids. I mean, to me it was like the first, my God, what they were. Montrose played, and he was mad. Ronnie Montrose was mad because Kiss has their production and their sound and lights and everything. So they had they're setting up their stage while Montrose was playing, right? And they're hammering. And Ronnie Montrose, it's kind of hard to compete with a fucking hammer. And the guy looked at him like, fuck you, I work for Kiss. You know what I mean? And that was it. And I realized, I don't know, these guys are pretty cool because nobody stopped the guy from hammering. He was setting up that light that shined up on, Paul Stanley or whatever.
Right.
Give a fuck who's opening up for us.
Well, I saw Kiss in, it was either 77 or 78, the Chicago Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
And it changed my life.
Yeah.
Because it was the most incredible theatrical production you ever saw in a concert.
Yeah, it was something I wasn't ready for.
Yeah, it totally was mind-blowing. It's like, get out of town.
Yeah. And we're like, okay.
Who thought all this shit up?
Yeah, what are you guys doing? What?
Whoa, where did you get all those explosives and how'd you get them in the building legally?
I know.
Right?
And it was crazy. And
Yeah.
they were loud and they were great.
Did you just have some Jim Beam?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got
Didn't even offer me
one
any.
of our sponsors.
I must not be Sammy Hagar.
Tommy Holland brought to you by Jim Beam and The Dag Show. Jim Beam and the rest of our sponsors, we'd like to say hello.
Take a swig, my friend. But yeah, them. That's one of them.
That was mind numbing.
And that was
gonna
great.
be a long
And they're
fucking
great.
drive home.
I play with them. No, he's staying in my house. That'll get him. Gene Simmons is coming over.
I get to stay at Tommy Holland's house. How many of you can say that? Go ahead. All right, so keep going.
Okay, so and then the next concert I saw at that same place, and it was one of those little civic auditoriums downtown, San Bernardino, California. Great place, but where they play before they go to L.A. to play the Forum. You know, the night before, the week,
right.
2 nights. They do one there, and I was walking around in front of the band. I mean, it'll hold 1,000 people packed, but it's one of those places that it was Kiss and Montrose, and then the next one I saw there was Wishbone Ash, Robin Trower, and ZZ Top. And I was like, okay. I saw Wishbone Ash, and that was cool. And then Robin Trower came out. It was right after his first album. And, he did all that Hendrix stuff. And then ZZ Top was the loudest fucking band I've ever heard in my life. They had no beards. They had jeans, cowboy boots, shaved faces. And they were like, man, the whole town gonna take it. Rumors spread around. I'm like, what the fuck? They were so loud, it hurt my heart.
Really?
It hurt my ears.
ZZ Top?
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck. They had orange amps. Or, I love that.
Right.
There's Marshall or orange. They had orange. And they were just fucking with the crowd. They were so loud, it hurt. It hurt. And I was like, who are these fuckers? And all I knew was, now look at them.
Yeah.
50 years later, I want access to their bank accounts.
Oh, who doesn't?
But, it's all good. You learn so much. You watch these guys and...
You know what? Hey, you know what, Nick? Listen, can I stop you? Nick, would you do me I would love to have a cigarette.
You going to take a break?
No. I want to finish this conversation. I want to finish this video.
Do I have to talk by myself?
No. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm going to smoke right here with you.
Yeah, you can.
An
ashtray or something?
He's got it. Nick's
do,
hooking us up. It's all he's now our servant since he unplugged everything.
Thanks a lot. He's going to make me sound like a munchkin on our next recording.
Oh, that's right. He's
Nick
your
is
engineer.
My bandmate and engineer. He's stopped by tonight. We're going to do a little jamming in a little while, and
we are. Listen. This might.
The night is young.
The night is young. We're just getting started here. What are we? We're 37 minutes into this.
Oh, my God.
So, it's the Dag Show. There are no rules. There's no fucking rules on the Dag Show. There's no rules on the sit
a while ago, and he's all right.
I'm okay.
He's
you
okay.
think so?
He's okay.
You're all right.
I'm all right.
I think we're gonna get a bunch of guys together. I'm doing my last record this year, and everybody
I want to be on it.
You're gonna be on it.
All right.
Fucking A, you are.
Well, we're gonna jam a little bit, and you were playing that one earlier, and I got my lead down.
All right. We were playing a little silent instant. He's got his lead down. We played it one time.
I'm a singer.
Never heard the song.
The singer's got his lead down.
So let's play some more of this because I think this is super, super, super fucking.
We got
cool.
some more bandstand shit or what?
Yeah, this bandstand
Cool,
shit
man.
is fucking badass,
Bandstand shit. Bandstand.
I love
shit.
it.
It's my legacy, babe.
Look at you.
Yeah, I used to get laid.
Your hair is beautiful. What? He's playing with his chin.
Welcome. Nice to have you here. Excuse me. Tom Holland, let me ask you if you will please introduce me starting from over here because that's a
Look at how cool that is,
We'll
bro.
give him 2 minutes to catch his breath.
This is Michael Tafoya.
Clark, who, me and Dick Clark are like this. Me and Dick sat there and got our makeup put on together. And he's like, you remind me of another guy that was on here, Rod Stewart with the hair. I'm like, his hair's, different than mine, but mine's just messy. But he was cool, man. He talked to me about his kid being in, going to school and going to college for film and doing this stuff and becoming
Dick
a
Clark
producer.
was telling you this about his kid?
Yeah. And his wife is his partner. She does takes care of him. It was so comforting. This guy, I'm in there I'm nervous. I'm going to be on TV. Dick Clark comes and sits in a chair next to me to get his makeup put on. And he's like, I notice you keep touching your hair. I'm like, well, just like I'm kind of fucked up. You know, I'm nervous, you know. But he went, you know, he mentioned Rod Stewart. I go, no, because Rod Stewart hair in my hair. But like I said, but my joke now is I had 80s hair. Now I got 80 hairs. Right? I got my bonnet.
All right, you got it. You're still looking good.
You have to take a flashlight to me to find some of that shit going
Well,
on.
and you're tall, so
Yeah.
who's going to see? I'm not going to see it.
That's right. If I play with Blue Oyster Cult, I'm fine. Not one of them's over 5'6". I know them guys. No, I love that band. by the
Blue
way.
Oyster Cult or AC/DC.
Right, right. As long as I hang with short people.
And here's a question for
And
you.
not my grandson. I'm going to bring my grandson up to play a little while.
All right, listen.
Little
It-
shit.
Do you think AC/DC has to hire people based on their height? They have to.
I couldn't see him getting Coverdale.
What did you turn the switch on?
Oh, switch.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You know, he brings me a mic with a switch on him.
Yeah, well, you know, it's kind of.
I got it off
Jesus
again. There it's on.
fucking
Now it's
Christ.
off. Now it's on. Now it's
I'm
off.
trying. He's a trained professional.
Yeah. Who brought you the red tape out of the back of my truck?
You did bring the
All
duct
right.
tape. I thought I had some. in my-
Mr. Mike Stand. No, this has been a.
Well, you haven't
How do production?
How do yeah? Oh,
How
this
do?
Listen, everybody who watches this show knows
Some
that this is
bitches.
a struggle for me, and I got you know.
Tonight's no
This is
exception.
no exception. I have Tommy Holland on. This is
I
probably
went
the
home to
biggest
get a
str-
lamp from next to my lazy boy so we could look good.
He had to go get a lamp.
Yeah. Go home and get a lamp, fucker. He goes, I don't know about the light here. I didn't want to do it at my house because I live in a yurt. No, I'm kidding.
In a yurt, really?
A yurt.
Oh.
I always liked that name, a yurt.
Yeah.
We're going to have a bed and breakfast, and they're going to be yurts. I don't want to stay in a yurt. It sounds like something that comes out of my ass. I'm sorry, but
It's
we're
like
going to have to...
it's almost like a barnacle, like
I
in a
don't know.
ship. Something that would be
We've
stuck to your
noticed
nuts.
a yurt. There's some blockage, but
It's very Joe Pesci. The tree utes.
it's a tree utes, and one
The
of them's
tree
got a
utes.
yurt.
He's got a yurt. The tree ute's got a yurt.
He's got blockage with a yurt in his ass.
I don't know what's going on.
Fuck.
What the fuck is happening right
I'm
now?
ordering the fish.
How do we go into Joe Pesci?
I know.
I don't know. But now after
Okay,
this,
where are we?
we're on Dick Clark, on Clark's Dick.
Clark's Dick. And
Doesn't he interview you here? Because
Yes.
right now, what's on the
yes,
screen is boobs.
let's talk to him and watch.
Yeah.
My voice is much higher.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
My nuts hadn't dropped.
with us? Over here.
David Angel on the bass guitar.
Hello, David.
And Anatol Halenkovich over.
Nice to have you with us. Did you play the
Guy
tuba
looks like
once
Phil
really?
Collins.
Is the tuba
And Dave Angel went on to be an administrator at a hospital. That guy. Head administrator at a hospital in...
They can't hear the interview.
No, because I know a story about a group.
Now-
once
now
years
I'm
and
good
years
with the
ago, many years before rock went to play a club, and the instrumentation was a piano and a tuba, and they thought that was real funny. But the guy played great tuba, so there's obviously a similar about.
They stole my boat. Hopefully within 3 months, 4 months from now.
And it will be done in this area.
Right. Yeah. It will be in Los Angeles.
What's the nature of the content? What are we going to hear in that?
Rock and roll.
I sure hope so. All right, you guys.
Phil
got all
Collins
this
was in your
routine, all
band.
this gotta get out of the way. What are we doing next?
Full colon.
Flying for you.
I'm very glad you knew because I didn't. Do you agree? Is that right? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bzz.
All right, now before we go into this, bring the mic
Are
back
we
up
on
towards
again?
your mouth. Yeah, we're okay. So you were telling me the story before the show about how you had to go in and record this in a in a studio because you
Live.
were lip syncing.
Well, because now I wasn't lip syncing. I got to sing live, and the drums had mics on them. Are we on?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Anyway,
move the camera. That
Now,
makes
usually you go on American Bandstand, you play to your album, and you lip sync. So we did not want to do that. By the way, this is a fact. We are the only, in the history of American Bandstand, the only unsigned band that performed on American Bandstand.
no shit.
Yes, the only unsigned. We did not have our record deal cemented. We were talking to different companies, but the only unsigned band
So
ever.
how did you get that gig? How
Well,
was this back to the Clark's Dick thing?
well,
Are we back to being on Clark's Dick?
No,
really, how'd you get that gig?
Because we had connections in L.A., like you said. It's
Yeah.
and we had people knew we were this close to being signed, and it was going down, but we weren't. You couldn't say, well, CBS recording artists. It was going to happen the next week, but after Bandstand, they were all fighting over us, but they didn't let that happen. And the guy that worked with us in management knew the people in the production, and it was really weird.
Right, everybody's knit together.
But you had to be good. They wouldn't just let somebody. Well, they suck, but let's let them play. They went all right. It was weird. It was, but we are, and there's a game out called Rock and Roll Trivia. And it's and then one of the cards you pick up is name the one who was the only unsigned band to ever perform on American Bandstand. That's me. And
so you're actually in a game, like a trivia game?
Yeah, it's called
like Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah, Trivial Pursuit.
No shit.
Yeah, it was rock trivia questions. And I mean, to me, it's like, is that a good question or a bad question? Who's the only guy that was not signed? Who's the only guy we let play without a record out? But, I mean, my whole career has been like that, man. I only wanted to sing and play. And you know what? I'm proud of what I did. And didn't sell 8 trillion albums, but, I sold enough to buy myself a Harley. No.
You have a lot
No,
to be
it's
proud
what you
of
do.
at the end of the day.
It's who you are and what you wrote, and if it's good, that matters. And
Now,
that's all.
who wrote most of the music in your band?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
Look at, I'm
Always
trying to
did.
do this here.
That's
This is why I got to have a
that's
fucking
a,
intern.
That's a bone of contention with all bands, but I mean, I always come in and I have a song in my
Because you
head.
play guitar, you play multiple
I have
instruments.
it's melody and lyric. I have the words and how it goes. And
If you were going to sing a song about me right now, sing it. I want you to come up with a song about...
Dag, you're no hag, you're kind of cool. And I
Kinda?
ain't no fool. Oh, dag, let's drag it down the street. Let's make this shit up. We got Nick on the phone. He unplugged the plug. Who got that damn good old drug? No, you know what I mean. It's like Jim Beam and stuff. I write music. I'm writing today. You know what I'm doing now? We'll get to that. Maybe we'll talk about that later, what I'm doing now, but I'm writing.
We are going to talk about that later. I'm going to prod at you
We'll get to that
until
later,
I'm
but
happy
The
and pass out.
songwriting, to me, is the main thing, and that's what I like to do.
Yeah, for me, I'm
Be it
the same way. That's
heavy
interesting.
metal, pop, rock, whatever.
Do you find the songwriting is the most fulfilling part of the music? I mean, when you're creating music,
Yeah.
and then you take it into the studio and you craft it
Yeah.
into this. Yeah, that's
it.
how I feel about
It's
it.
like
too.
if you can make something that was in your head or an idea come to fruition with and sound good, and you can listen to it back. It's like
It's literally like a
I don't
painter
care if
with a
anybody
blank
likes
palette.
it. And that's
Yeah.
what the best people
Yeah.
in the business say. If you like it, I played with Tyler at Sold Out Alpine Valley.
Steve Tyler from Aerosmith, by the way.
Yeah, Tyler. That fucking
Let them
guy.
know who you're.
Fucking Tyler.
I was playing with this guy Steve and this guy Joe.
Okay, his name's Tyler. You might not have heard of him. We went on before them at Aerosmith at Alpine Valley. 45,000 people. So I'm getting ready to go on, and I'm standing in the wings, and they're going 5 minutes, 3 minutes, So I'm about to shit my pants, and I'm standing in the wings. And Tyler's jogging around he's got like, sweatpants, and he's got an hour before his show. So he comes up to me, and he goes, "You nervous?" I go, yeah, "Stop it, come on, Steve." And he's like, he hits me. He goes, "Look at my tattoo," and smacks me in the nuts. And I'm like, "God damn it, come on, man." And he goes, "Are you nervous, man? You nervous?" I go, "A little bit. I'm playing with you guys." He goes, "Do you kick ass?" I said, "Well, yeah, He goes, "Well, then go out there and kick some ass." And I was like, that's what music is
kinda
like.
good
Is your
advice,
music good or
right?
not? Do you,
Yeah. Do you have what it
yeah,
takes?
but I go, "I'm a little nervous." He goes, "Hey, let's go out there." And you know what? I came off stage, and he went, hey, you kicked ass. And I went, "You can fucking kill me now." Tyler said I kicked some ass, But that's what it's all about. And it's being good to the people around you. I needed that at that point. You know, I was like, I'm trying so hard to be good and sing and
And
do
humble,
everything.
and,
Yeah,
you know,
like,
you're in
Tyler,
this
I
great
told him, "You're my-
opportunity."
you know, I love you, man. You're so good. He goes, are you good? He goes, I've never heard you guys. You're opening up for us. I go, I know. Yeah, go you. I grew up loving you, Steve. I said,
Oh,
you're my
see, you can
fucking
hear him
inspiration. I'm back. And he went,
I'm going to
"Well,"
start doing this. This is what I'm going to start doing. It's going to be, hey, welcome to the Dag Show. How
Yeah.
are you? Hey, you know, you're not going to believe this. Here's the winning lottery numbers. 22.
the BJ Thomas.
Fucking ridiculous.
A little. Not somebody else.
This guy.
Now, if I sing, it'll be louder than fuck. Oh, yeah.
And
I can overdrive
Fuck
it.
is loud. Fuck
Okay.
is loud.
Wake up the fucking neighborhood.
All right. So anyway, so it's back to Steven Tyler thing. So now you're on tour with Steven Tyler. He's giving you this kind of kick in the ass
Yeah.
kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's making you feel motivated. He's
He made
making
me
you
feel worthwhile, man.
right. Like yeah, fucking A. I
He's
kick
like, go out
ass.
there and kick some ass, man. Just do what you do.
Turn the goddamn fucking
And
come on,
then-
Axel.
And then,
Fuck.
I'm pointing it at you.
Don't point it at
Okay,
me.
listen.
I got my own.
And then,
There we go.
while we're playing
Let's
with
talk like this.
Aerosmith and shit, all of a sudden, Bedio comes over. Oh, maybe Michelangelo comes over to my house and says he's quitting the band. While we're playing with Aerosmith, we just got to play with
Why?
Aerosmith because, and I don't want to dip into a whole bowl of shit, and I love
I do.
Michelangelo, and we're brothers.
He's a
but
great guitar player.
fucking, I'm gonna kick your ass, Mike. You fucker. And I start crying and shit. But
Did you really cry when Michael
no,
Angelo said?
I was upset. It was like breaking
But
up.
did you cry?
It was a marriage. Yeah. Oh, there was a point
Well,
where
why
I
was he
cried.
quitting the band?
Well, he quit. He came to my house and said, "I'm quitting." I said, "Why?" He goes, "Because, you know, I don't want to be second banana to you. It's Holland. I'm Michelangelo." I said, "Well, do your own fucking album and don't quit the band."
Steven Tyler, Joe Perry.
Everybody loves us, and we were. I said I loved him. I backed him up. When he came to join Holland in L.A., he drove to my house up on the hill, which was my buddy's mom's house, but it was still a rock and roll pad. It was a beautiful house, and he came, and he tried out, and we loved him playing, and he said, "I'm got no place to stay," and so he moved in that night and became part of Holland, and it was a magical, beautiful, chemical. Everything, the chemistry, everything was great. Holland was a great band. I said, I'll put my band up against anybody. I don't care. You know, and you get into that situation where you got four guys that you believe with down to your fucking balls, you put up against anybody and say, yep, I'm here. I'm in this. This is mine. And then one of them goes, well, I'm going to quit and do a solo thing. It's like, why? I mean, I listen to the record. You know, you're up front on everything. I know it's called Holland. This ain't, you know. And in Dokken, I love Dokken, but there's
a country called Holland.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't want to go there?
Windmills. No,
He's never going to come to my show now.
Quit. He quit now. But I love Mike now, but there was a time when I was so heartbroken.
Yeah.
And we went through a period of trying to, you can't replace.
Well, Mike went on to have a good career as
I know.
kind of this solo guy, very Stevie
But not
vibe.
bros like Van Halen. I mean, look at Dave and...
No,
and,
but here's my thing, is that a lot of people believe in the music business. They're like, okay, well, like you said, the band's name Holland, I want to do my own thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you go out and you go, okay, well, listen, now your audience is just other guys who want to be great guitar players.
I thought
And
we'd
you
do it together.
You guys could have wrote songs
Yeah.
together and really...
And then go do your fucking
And you
solo
could still
shit.
do all those
Yeah.
things. But see, when we're young and we're dumb, we're young and we're dumb.
I know.
It is
He
what
and
it
I
is.
have talked a long
Like,
time
I had
about
my
that.
own band, and then I left my own band to start my own solo career.
I'm leaving my own band.
I never did that, but it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
But that's what happens.
But
with a lot of
it
artists.
broke my fucking heart. And
But you guys are good now.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, you realize nobody owes anybody a fucking thing. Money wise, It cost me a lot of money. Other than that, it's like, because I mean, when I put that band together, I had the friends in L.A. Everybody was hungry. I paid for fucking. We went and stole cheese from Jewel. You know what I mean? We went down and the band. Okay, we're gonna get something to eat. You know, but I mean, we had an avocado tree in the yard. We ate avocados and. We made, you know, we got bread and shit, but it was a band, and you're your family, and then they have something like that. And when you're on Atlantic Records, I mean, how many kids are lucky enough to be signed to Atlantic Records?
Right, that's huge.
You know, and we had the second album recorded. We had the second album written, and it was heavier than the first. That's one of Mike's things, so I got to give this to him. I was kind of like a big Cheap Trick fan. We had gone through management changes, and we had Cheap Trick's management. Aside from, you know, touring with Aerosmith, we played with Cheap Trick a lot, and because we had the same manager. And Mike, I understandably didn't want to play Beatley, poppy shit.
Right. Well, Cheap Trick's
Michelangelo is a heavy metal.
Cheap Trick's power pop music,
I know.
really.
But he didn't want to even be. His heart
was in
heavier. You know, and I was leaning towards, well,
surrender.
You know,
surrender.
Yeah, I like chicks and money.
Surrender pays me $40 million.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and maybe that had a lot. So I had to give a little bit too on that end, you know.
Well, all relationships are about compromise, my brother.
That's right, and that's right, and that's what I learned. So I just stopped and got into. I'm writing. Now I write music and I love it, and I don't care if I mean, I do care. You want people?
You know, we might write a song just today.
Yep.
Tonight, we might just fucking write a song tonight.
We just might.
Here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to play the rest of this.
Please do.
Dick Clark thing, and then I'd like to play a song that I love called "High Life" by Holland, which I remember from the 80s when I was just a small child and you were an old man.
And I was old already.
Yeah, I was.
Fucker.
I was 20. You were what, 64?
I was 60 when I started the band. I'm 108 now.
Let's play the rest of this, and let's let the audience, hear what we got going on here with Holland on Dick Clark. Okay, I guess I gotta get the mouse over that button, and. Hey, what the fuck just happened to the video?
I don't see Nick moving around.
Okay. All right. Jesus Christ.
Bear with us.
The fuck is happening here? Where's the Holland? Where's Holland?
Three
on
guys
Dick
up
Clark?
north said, "Bear with us."
There it is. I don't know what the hell happened there.
Back to it.
Do you hear you can't hear what's happening right now? But this is the problem with fucking live shit and one guy handling this. So I've got your song here from this album playing over. Yeah, we're going to play that in a second.
There we go. That's cool.
I got Holland playing over the Bzz. So let's just go back to this. Jesus freaking
That's all right,
Christ.
because you know what?
I hate
It's
this
live,
show.
And we are here.
We are live.
Where we are. We are the world. We be the shit.
slide. Dude, fucking awesome. Awesome.
You know,
Great fucking tune. What was the name of the song? Tell everybody.
Falling for You. What an opportunity to be on American Bandstand. At that time, there was no MTV. There was Midnight Special and American Bandstand. You know, there was Don Kirshner's rock concert.
Midnight
There was
Special.
Midnight Special, and of course, since the time I was little, I watched James Brown and whoever on American Bandstand. I mean, that when I told my parents, my dad's a Yale graduate, he's a preacher, a Methodist minister. My grandfather was a professor and a Methodist minister, and I came from a family of everybody who goes to college and gets straight A's, and I dropped out and went to be in a band. Now, they're like, I don't know what we're going to do with you, you know, and all of a sudden, I remember my dad going, well, he's on American Bandstand. I know my youngest boy's on American Bandstand, and, you know, what more at that time
Right, what more
can
could
you
you
show
ask
your
for?
mom and dad?
Right.
I'm not playing the bars, but I
Right.
played a million bars to get there. But, I mean, that was like, you guys, it was redemption. You know, it's like I'm doing, and you know, the thing that hurts, but
now
also-
we're getting to the shit I
but
like.
also makes you grow up, is you know, well, Bon Jovi owes me $10 for weed, but then
Is that a true story?
yeah, but he, well, we were.
You want me to call him?
No, yeah, go ahead. Tell him
let's
Tommy
call
Holland.
John Bon
Tell
Jovi
Holland
right now.
Remember backstage at okay, we're at
I don't have
Alpine
his
Valley.
number. That's total fabrication.
We're not-
I don't have his number.
No, he does. I got his number. I'll tell that fucker.
Well, let's call John Bon Jovi
with
right now.
interest, right? He was just on Ellen today. I'm like, look,
Well,
at
look
him.
at where-
Just look at him.
Look at where his career's gone.
300
What a
million,
shithead.
and he's still got to go out and sing. No, I love John, and we were backstage at Alpine Valley, and Motley Crue was playing, and he had just done his Runaway song, and I,
Oh, God, that was a song that hooked
Right?
me to Bon Jovi.
you know,
Ooh, you're a little runaway.
so he came in his little Bon Jovi outfit. Motley Crue was doing Theater of Pain, and they were like, pocket. And they were my buddies. Me and Tommy, before they were big, they used to come to my house in the Hollywood Hills and raid my refrigerator, okay? When the Bzz from American Bandstand, we played at the Troubadour, and David Lee Roth was there, and Motley Crue came, and they were just starting out. You know, they had their little first album out, and they were like, dude, mate, man, I fucking scream like you and shit. I'm like, all right, cool, man. And I'm like, what's this mate shit? I go, where you guys from? We're from Redondo Beach. I go, well, you're not English, you know. But we were.
That's actually
They're like,
Australian.
where's the party? So at my house, they brought.
Well, so, Mike,
They brought like fucking 15 chicks with like hardly any clothes on to my house.
in Mike, talk. This is the part you need to talk into the mic, not a
Hey, mate. They're like, where's the party? You know, and then so they're over at my house. I had a big house in the Hollywood Hills, and they came over after our show. We rented it. We didn't own it. It wasn't my house, but you know what I mean. We were the band up and coming. So, and we had a song on the radio station in L.A. that was
Which
Get Up, Get Angry.
Get Up, Get Angry.
That's the video on MTV. If you want to play it on the show tonight, we could find it, but I look like fucking Fonzie. It's a long story.
Oh, I want
we had
that.
a French,
I'm just going to post that picture once I
a
find
French
the
girl. I had long hair like that, and then all of a sudden, this hairdresser and her brother from France came over, and she was really hot. So she goes, "We try to have nice cheekbones." They end up, if we show it, I look like fucking Fonzie, and it's MTV. So anyway, whatever. But they came to our house. They partied. Vince and Tommy came over, and they brought like 15 chicks that were out of like crazy, stupid Hollywood, fucking crazy bitches, and they're like, dude, they got sandwiches. They got fucking food. We open our fridge. I'm like, dude, help yourself, man, and beer. And so anyway, me and Tommy developed a good friendship. and I'm getting back to the Alpine thing. Tommy and I hung out in the studio when I was recording the Holland album. Tommy Lee was there like a lot with me, and we hung out, and he's a great guy, and they were just starting out, and they came to Alpine, and they were giving Bon Jovi a hard time. They have the same manager, Doc McGee. Doc brought.
Oh yeah, Doc McGee.
He brought
yeah.
Bon Jovi to Alpine.
Right.
So I'm standing there, and I felt bad. They're like, fucking faggot. You know, the Motley Crue, and their headline, that's their gig. And John Bon Jovi's just by himself. He's tiny, and he's leaning against the wall in this little fringe jacket from, you know how he looks,
Right.
Bon Jovi-ish. They're like, fucking faggot. He's like, and I looked at him, I go, hey, my name's Tommy. I go, this is my town. How you doing, John? He goes, fuck them guys. They're fucking. I go, and I looked at him. I go, they're fucking queers, you know. They're fucking, and they're like, fuck you, Holland. You know what I mean? And but they knew me, I knew them, and you know. But since they're 20 years, 30 years past, you know, between then and now, but it was all good. And John's like, you got any weed or anything? And I'm like, yeah. And I had like 5 pinners rolled for this concert, right? So me and him go back in some fucking room, and we burned. Oh my God, my grandson's here. No, it's all good. Back in the day. So we smoked a couple, you know, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go watch the concert. So I go back out. I'm in the front row, watching Motley Crue, you know, and acting big. And a big, huge guy comes on and goes, hey, you Tommy Holland? I said, yeah. He goes, well, John Bon Jovi, John wants to see you. I'm like, okay. He goes, you got any? I go, here, just take them. I go, you owe me $10. If you ever make it big, you know, you owe me.
You owe me 10.
So, yeah. Now,
So he hasn't sent the
so
check
John,
yet.
with interest, it's like 10
$10.3 million.
Yeah. But
I
no
just
big
did
deal.
the math
We
in my
smoked a
head.
couple doobies together. It's now, you know. But anyway, that was. But you know what? He was the nicest freaking guy I ever met. And he was just a normal guy. And God bless him. He went on to do really well. And
Yes.
And that's all I want to do is write music. If anything happens, fine. I've had a lot of success personally. And I'd like your $300 million. Thanks, John.
Well, here's what I would like to do.
No, God bless you, bro.
I would kind of like to go ahead and let's take a quick little break. Sure. But I want to play a Holland tune here, the one that I love, The High Life. I'm a big fan, and I'd like to play this. This is off the album. What year did this album come out? I think I know that.
83, I believe.
83?
83, 84, something like that. 83.
All right. I love this song. This is The High Life by Holland. My buddy Tommy. He's right here. Look at Tommy Holland right here.
Still
Where do
alive.
you get these stories? You know where you get them? On the Dag Show. In
Yeah.
the sit down.
On the Dag Show, baby.
We'll be right back here on the Dag Show. Oh, wait. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Is this the high? Now, did I fuck this up? God fucking damn it.
Uh-oh, he hit my morphine button.
I need interns.
Turn your heartbeat my way. Take a ride at the speed of light. Come on, wrap your
high life. I mean, what do you do there?
Living the high life, baby.
The next thing I do after that is that's a song like if you were roller skating, you'd skate fast.
Yeah, right.
You know,
That always got me going, and that was, and I like our first song. Let's come out. We're open high life. And as a singer, you're like, oh shit! I wrote all these songs where I'm screaming as hard as I can.
Right.
And there's nights of anxiety, and when you maybe partied too hard the night before, and you're on the road.
I don't imagine you ever.
You're on the road, and all of a sudden you got to sing your dick off.
I don't imagine you
My
ever
name is
partied too hard.
Senor Dick Off.
Senor
That's my Spanish album. Senor Dick Off. Holland, go and scream. Wake up! Come on, wake up the fucking neighborhood, Dick.
All right. So now we got to get to Holland, and so here you are. Anthony leaves the band.
Michelangelo.
Or
Badio.
Michelangelo. I just went into Van Halen. Mike Badio.
Let's get him. Get him.
Michelangelo leaves the band.
Yeah.
And now you guys had all this momentum.
Yeah.
We had the Atlantic thing happening.
Yeah, it's hard, man. All of a sudden, you're like,
and then you're fucking going,
and
man.
one of the
You're
greatest
there.
guitar players in the fucking world.
Right.
A very big integral part of your album, and all of a sudden it's like, okay. So, and you got everybody in the world wanting, I'll play with your band. We were lucky enough to find, Alex Kane played with us for a while, who was...
that is who... Anthony Carmen just asked. Ask Tommy about Alex Kane.
Oh, Alex is my little brother. I love Alex, and he's innovative. One of the best. My favorite album. Alex, you little dick. Don't take this personal. No, I love him. I did an album after Holland in 1989. I did an album called Cat. What? Huh?
The Noise.
Quiet, girls.
Yeah, whatever they got going on back there, it's driving me nuts. I can hear it here.
So-
No, I can't cut it off. Just stay. You just keep running
you
the
talking
goddamn
about?
camera.
Tammy,
What?
close the door, please. That's my wife.
Girls are
She's
his
pretty.
wife and
She's pretty, but she's got a
his
voice like
daughter-in-law
me singing.
are doing hair in the other room.
Yeah, they're doing their hairs.
They're making a
They're
lot
looking
of
like
noise.
Cyndi Lauper. and
Anyway,
shit.
all right, go ahead.
The thing is, Alex Kane, I love you, little brother. You probably don't love me anymore. Look at me get all. I'll make him feel bad. Fucking Alex, you go on and do all your shit you do. Never mention me. Go ahead. Poor Holland. Poor little Tommy. No, Al's good, man. We did a album called Cat.
Well, what is Anthony referring to here? And
What did he say about
he just
Alex?
said, ask you about Alex.
Alex
Kane.
Kane played. He played with us in Holland when Badio quit, and he did well. And then he played with Enough's Enough. He was like I did as a young guy with Steppenwolf. I relate to Alex in this way. As a young person, Al was like, I'll fucking play with anybody. Fuck that. And he had balls, and he played with Holland. He played with fucking Enough's Enough. He was a part of a lot of bands, and he did a lot for a lot of people in Chicago. And he's a good kid and a good man now. I guess he's a little more than a kid now, but I love you, Al. And
Are you guys on the outs?
no, not at all.
Oh,
no,
okay.
We're in touch. Not all the time. We do our own thing. He went on to do some stuff with Marky Ramone, or one of the Ramones. He did an Anti-Product. He moved to England and had a band of his own, and A-Product, Anti-Product. And from what I understand, he did quite well. But what I'm really proud of is an album we did together called Cat Daiquiri. And to this day, that's like...
Can people buy that album?
Nope, but I've got the masters, and I haven't
great.
released it yet. I'm gonna.
How's my hair look? Why does my hair look all
How's
poofy
my hair
on
look?
Wednesday? Your hair looks fantastic.
Well,
but
how
mine
come the
looks a little
girls have
poofy.
all the? We have a hairdresser.
I have
in the
beautiful
background.
hair.
Yeah,
My
look
hair
at-
is very soft and
Both
gentle.
of my hairs look all right. All
right, so-
are they split in the right direction? No.
So now Alex
no,
Kane,
Al, hi Al, how you doing, buddy? I love you.
Alex Kane came in, and then
He was with Life, Sex, and Death. The band.
Bedio's
called-
gone, and
Yeah.
and then what happened to Holland? I mean, you guys just fucking
Well, I
evaporated.
lost heart in the project, to be honest.
Did
I
you?
went through everybody. We got, and Manny Alvarez played with us, who's a great guy,
Yeah.
great looking guy, great playing guy. And the thing with that, I don't think I gave him enough props because my heart was a little down in the dumps, and Manny.
Do you think
great.
your ego at any point in time in the band got in the way of keeping Holland together?
My ego wasn't the problem. My lifestyle might have got a little bit in the way.
But you don't think that your ego, because here's something that's very signature with bands.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
the ego gets in the way, and you know you're kind of the boss. You're in control. It's named
Yeah,
after
but
you.
I already realized it wasn't, it wasn't, I had already given equal, we split it equally and stuff. I wasn't
Okay.
like, it's my band, I make this, you guys, no. Holland was split equal.
Okay.
We were
So what the fuck happened?
Mike left, and it fucked me up in the head.
Really?
Yep. And
It's like a fucked up relationship. It's
yeah,
like being
it's like
married. That's
getting
what rock-
divorced, man.
Yeah.
It's like a chick leaving you that you were in love with that you don't.
Like Ozzy losing
Can't
Randy.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Can't we work this out, man?
Right.
You don't want to be in my band. Why? Because, I'm not a bad guy to you. It's not like I was like, I'm fucking Holland and this is... I was never like that. I'm not that kind of person. I was like, well, shit, you're all over the... everything you play is all over the album. You've heard the Holland shit.
Yeah, no,
It's
absolutely.
not like it's, I'm
Right.
not, it's not like all about me. And
It's about killer guitar and
yeah,
great and great
I thought we were
songs
like,
and
like a Van
great
Halen
front man.
type thing.
Yeah.
Like any of those bands at that time, Doc
That's what it was.
and Lynch and all of them, Randy Rhoads and Ozzy and anybody. I was like, dude, don't do this. And he did. And I was like, okay. And the rest of the band's like, we can do this. We went through a different guitar player and another guitar player. I'm like,
And that
it's not
ended-
Mike.
what
it
year
ain't
did-
Mike. And then the record company is like, we don't give a fuck what you're doing. We don't want to deal with it. We
Right.
smell weakness. They
Yep,
don't give a
you're
shit.
out. Right.
Yeah, they want strong people that believe in each other, that stick together, and give them product.
Right.
And we had a second album that was so fucking good, man. We had a song called Fortunate Flames. We had a bunch of different songs, but it took the first, like they say, well, their sophomore effort, they moved on. We were kicking ass more. It was more heavy. It wasn't as poppy. I was like, all right, but I didn't want to do Metallica, and he didn't want to do Cheap Trick. So somewhere in the middle, I said, can't we just do like Van Halen? There's like, heavy metal guitar with a singer. Let's just fucking play together, man. Do it. It's got to, wake up the neighborhood. It was described, and I liked it, as cartoon metal. And
kind of
we
interesting.
got a review that said Holland gives new meaning to the word cartoon metal,
Cartoon metal.
which I thought, I didn't take it as a jab. I took it as, you know what? I said, yeah, they got an aversion. They got an aversion to sleeves and, attraction to hairspray and an aversion to sleeves. And it was like, whatever, man. We're like AC/DC. That's what we should have done, just kicked ass. And we went to the point where you listen to other people around you and you end up not doing what you're supposed to do, what you want to do.
Right.
You think that other
And it
people...
turns it into a mess.
And the money's
It's a fucking
there, and
salad.
If you guys want
You're
our
not
apartments
interested in
paid
eating.
for the next 3 months, we got to do this kind of shit. And it's
Right.
not. Everybody went on to do well, and I went on to do well. I've been married for 30 years. I got 3 kids. I'm happy. I got a home, and you know what I mean. I got everything I want, and I've got a new project, a new band. I've always played, but you can't help but you always look back and say, well, if I had just done this, and if I had just done that, if I had just
Fucking guy with this mic.
I'm in trouble now. If I'd have just done this, things have been different. But hindsight's 20/20. And I love Michael. He's a great guitar player. But I think together we had a couple of really good big albums in us. Is what my big thing is. We could have done that, and he could have done
Do you
everything.
think you guys can get together and
I don't think he wants to. I don't know if I mean, what I'm doing now.
You're going to need to give me his number. I will straighten this shit out.
I love Mike. No, we talk once in a while. Badio, if you're out there, we could do another one, but the thing is now, at my my age and what we're doing, I don't like being one of them old guys that tries to act like a little heavy metal.
Well, no. Listen. It's kind of like it's
That's
it's
up to
like
the
dating.
20-year-olds.
It's like dating a 50-year-old woman who wants to be 25.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
interested.
Yeah.
The
Nobody wants to hear me fucking.
Yeah, you want to do something different that more fits the bill and still be able to rock and love it. Like, my love is the blues. I love the blues.
That's what I'm doing now.
And man, I kind of like this progressive rock that I've done in the Darren Edwards project. So I kind of want to stay in that vein where it doesn't break my back to play it. I could still have fun on stage, and I'm not killing myself.
You're not going to walk out in skin tight freaking pants, and who wants to wear spandex?
Well, I'm wearing skinny jeans right now, I think.
Well, that's fine. Look at I've had these on for a while.
I'm kidding.
Couple weeks.
I'm not really wearing skinny.
I got underpants on though. But
Well,
if
why don't we
show
do
you
this?
my underpants?
Why don't
I got
we?
a wiener about this big. That's why I made it.
Okay, here we go. This is
Let's talk about my.
No, let's not talk
Let's
about
talk
your
about
fucking wiener.
No, I'm kidding. Wiener's this big. But
Jesus Christ.
there's a pill I heard.
There is a pill. It's called Viagra.
Is that it?
And it works.
God, I thought it was something about my.
I took Viagra one
migraine.
time, and it was the worst.
I got a
experience
story
of my
about
life.
that. My wife
Hold
will
on,
back
this
me up
thing's
on that.
fucking playing again.
Well, it's my grandson's here. We had a Viagra party in Mexico. Yeah, I had towels hanging off the thing. Anybody need a beach
It
towel?
was terrible.
All right, fine.
All right, so listen. Here's we got to get to
All right,
real
listen.
quick. Here.
But I love Badio. I love Alex Kane. I love everybody I worked with. The thing is,
I'm
right
still
now,
here. I'm trying to find this song I want to play. And I got to get to this Holland thing here, and it's not letting me get to all your other fucking
Being a
tunes.
Weisenheimer. Which one? What
this
is it?
all went to hell in a
I'm making-
handbasket when Nick kicked the fucking plug out.
Well, fucking Nick comes around.
I mean, see how he is. See how
he's
Nick
on
is.
something.
Well, he's got to be.
It's
there's-
just got to be something.
Hold on. Let me. And
He drives
I
a
got the
freaking
music.
train, man.
Jesus,
He's a fucking engineer. Oh. No.
Holland band music. All
We'll
right.
talk about
Let
what
me
we're
get
doing
to this.
in a minute. What I'm doing now.
Oh no, that's not you. That's.
What are we looking for?
I'm looking for. We had this whole thing pulled up with all your music.
Which one though? The Holland.
I don't. Holland.
Yeah, but the Little Monster one or the.
You know what we can do?
Oh, there's one. I don't sing very well on that one.
Oh, whatever. Here, you know what I got here? Here's the hold on, I bumped the camera here.
My wife calls it my other voice.
Here's you guys live. And this is in 1985.
How about get my daughter singing with us our drummer had.
Okay, I've asked you to give me all the fucking videos you wanted to play, and
I'm sorry.
You're not helping me here.
I'm not helping you at all.
Hold on.
How about Brad's?
Oh God, for the love of fucking God.
Brad Rorson's cancer benefit.
Okay,
We talked about
there's
that.
200 million videos on fucking
Don't we got
YouTube.
a couple hours left? We got an hour, right?
No, we're like we got a half an hour.
Cut it out.
40 minutes.
Really? All right.
So there's Badio right there.
Here he is. What's he doing?
He's playing guitar.
Yeah, he ought to. Stick to that. You ever hear him sing? Sorry, Mike, but really. The guitar player I'm playing with now built him a guitar.
That's his thing. He plays over the top of the net.
He plays with his wiener when nobody's looking.
With his wiener?
Yeah. He plays slide with
Look
his
at
wiener.
you. With your Steven Tyler scarf.
I know. You had to have a scarf back then.
I wish the audio on this was better, but
I think I gained about 100 pounds since then.
I don't know about 100.
No. I was about $140. I'm 220, so. But it's all
Okay,
muscle.
about 100.
It's all fucking.
yeah.
It's all
That's when I'm looking at you. I'm going, fucking.
all
This guy
belly.
is ripped. This guy is fucking
Well,
ripped.
the
up.
only thing's ripped is the front of my shirt from my belly.
Well, here's what we should do.
All right.
We'll play one of my fucking songs.
Come on, play one of your.
And
Come on.
and then we got a half an hour here. That puts us at a 2-hour show. This is really has been an incredible show.
I've opened up a lot.
Okay, I can't. Nobody can hear you. Nobody can fucking hear you.
I didn't know I was still on.
Well, did you see me touch any fucking buttons?
I thought I was speaking candidly to
guy.
him. I thought I was speaking candidly to him without microphones. I've opened up a lot, and
You have.
I haven't opened up this much since I was a Boy Scout. No,
Wow. At the church?
I'm fucking kidding. Hey, listen, no, really. I, honestly, I answered a lot of stuff that I haven't talked about in a long time, like how I felt about Mike leaving and Alex and they're all my friends. And when it comes down in the end of the life, everybody's cool and you love everybody. And I'm happy now because I'm writing and I'm doing soundtrack work. I'm doing music for documentaries and that's what I want to do now. I don't see myself leaping about. Like the
But
little,
you're gonna play on this new record I'm
like
doing
the
this
little
year.
elf I used to be.
You're gonna play on this. You're gonna sing or do
I'm
fucking something on
singing
this
and
record.
playing, yeah.
Everybody's gonna I'm going out and doing these shows. You motherfuckers are all.
Oh yeah, I'm
playing
gonna
on
be
this
out there
album.
playing, but it's more like you said, bluesy rock.
Blues rock, man.
I'm not gonna go out and try to act like I'm
No, there's no
screaming.
spandex and leather pants. This is us having a good time.
I do dress my wiener up underneath it
And
all.
we're gonna. We should write. We should say, hey, listen, let's just take a Saturday, make
Yes.
some fucking Chicago style hot dogs and ribs. I don't know if they go together, but we'll do it anyway. And
We'll
see
have
if we can
heartburn,
write.
but I got Rolaids right here.
Oh, you got them in your
because
pocket.
of this Jim
You had a whole
Beam.
You had a mouthful of Rolaids
Yeah, I know.
earlier.
I
Anyway,
know. I said it was.
That's what happens when you're old and you rock and roll still.
I said it was ecstasy, but it was really Rolaids.
It was.
I went.
But let's play one of my songs and take a little break. We'll come back here and see if we can't set up and jam a little
Well,
bit.
jam. You want to play, kid? I got
Fuck.
my grandkid.
Yeah,
My
bring it.
grandson. I wanted to play a couple riffs. He's the next
Yeah.
generation of Holland.
All right, I'm good with that.
All right, cool.
Hang on, let me pull this up here.
And Nick's tired of holding that stick up in here. He wants to play some bass.
Hey, listen, I want to let everybody know here who follows the Dag Show. All this will be on YouTube. It'll be on thedagshow.com. We've got more sit-downs coming with people like John Craig and Paul Smith. And don't forget about Mike's Drum Shop in Villa Park, Illinois, my brother's drum shop.
Is it?
Yeah. You get there and you buy your fucking drums there, or I'll hunt you down and beat you with this green mic.
Hit you with a drumstick. Bitch.
Anyway, 108 East St. Charles Road in Villa Park, Mike's Drum Shop, the best drums in, one of the top 5 sonar dealers in the whole country. So, anywho, we will be right back here. There are shows coming up with me and Deanna. I've had a lot of requests for that. And here's something else. So I did this whole Frank Cunningham thing, right? Which this guy is like just like the sweetest, nicest guy in the whole world. And he was an Archangel. And he was known as one of the great drummers in Chicago. And now women loved him. And they're like, we want to see more Frank and Dag. I'm like, wait a minute, it's a Dag show. What do you mean? Now it's Frank and Dag. So,
Oh, yeah.
you turn your fucking mic off.
No, my mic's on. No,
Jesus fucking Christ.
with microphones. See, I tape mine up. Live, I tape them.
Anyway, so there's gonna be some Frank and Dag shows coming up. We were trying to work on something for this week, but I couldn't put it together fast enough. Anyway, let's here. You gotta hold
Holland
that.
and Dag,
Well, you
you
gotta.
know?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be Holland and
For
Dag.
Christ's sake.
There's gonna be a lot of Dag and Holland everywhere.
Dag on it.
Dag, it was Dag Nabbit.
Dag Nabbit.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Which song did I pick? I don't even know what fucking song I picked. We gotta play a song. We're not gonna play this one. I don't want to play this song. Fucking depressing.
Are we on still? My mic's on.
Yeah.
Look, it's on. For God damn.
Here we go. We'll be right back on the Dag Show.
Bless you.
inside and carry me right on out the door. That's the way you want out to be. A little spare change in a great big hug. You could ask for anything more. No one but me. Sugar and spice, you know that's nice. That's the way. Got me, red, white stripes, all different types, but I'm the only one for you.
All right, we're back here. That's fine if that's what you want to do. I'm good with that.
I don't care, but I don't.
We can. Hi, we're back here on the Dag Show
Turn
here.
into sweethearts. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
We were
It's that
just
camera right
pissed
there.
about our fucking.
We're trying to hook this up to be able to do this, and we kind of were thinking about doing it last minute for us to play, and it's proving to be somewhat of a struggle.
I just want, you know what, the next generation.
young
I got
man.
my grandkid here. Play them. Play
That guitar. Let me hear you play that guitar. Go get closer to him.
Now Nick's gonna keep you. There's Landon. Now play that riff. You little shit. Play it. The next generation. Little Holland.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's my grandkid.
AC/DC.
Yep. I just like to see it still alive in the family.
Right
you
now.
know? And me and Dag sing lead on this one.
One time.
Not me, baby. All right. See? You play guitar.
Right now, he
my-
just wet a whole bunch of panties of young girls.
That's my grandkid, Landon Vincenti. That's it. Come on, put it down now. You did well, son.
Good job, young man.
Yep, he's the next generation of Holland kids coming up and playing. Did you turn it off? Don't make it feedback.
So
Come here,
so
buddy.
the pickup doesn't work in this Epiphone? Right.
love
Hey,
him.
where's my fucking high five? What the fuck?
That's Landon Vincenti.
I just got you laid.
Yeah,
That's
come
what
on.
happened.
Yeah, you got panties
How
out
old
there
are you?
waiting.
13?
Ooh,
You're prime
that
prime
does it.
age.
That
for
does it.
Your
You-
first piece of tail.
Keep
Oh, wait,
working on
I'm
it.
sorry. Your mom's in the other
No,
room,
that's
isn't
all
she?
right. We're all behind that.
Yeah.
No, not his first. He's been in trouble for that already.
Oh.
He's in trouble. He's following in the
I
footsteps
don't-
of his
I'm not
grandpa
asking-
Holland.
I'm not asking any questions. Anyway, well, we were going to play some music, but then you said the pickup in the Epiphone isn't working.
Well, I thought we were just doing an acoustic, and
Well, but then we need mics. How are they going to hear him?
we're going to sing a cappella together.
All right, let's sing. What would you
I
like
know
to
what
sing?
we're going to sing.
All right. What are we going to sing?
It's Christmas.
Oh, it is Christmas. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's the 22nd.
You know what I mean?
So what's the a cappella song you want to sing?
What was the one when I was in L.A.?
Jingle Bells?
I got to sing. I got to see Queen on Christmas
Oh,
Eve.
my favorite band
I
ever.
got to see Queen on Christmas Eve at the L.A. Forum, and he was singing, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas." Freddie, though, not me. Just like the ones I used to know. You know, Freddie
well, you wanna
it was
sing?
wonderful.
Do we
But,
know this? Oh,
We wish you a Merry
Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
So
Good
bring me some freaking pudding. Oh no, that's
Bring
it.
me pudding.
We did. That's
I don't
part
think
of it.
those.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
think those are
fake
the
pudding. I
songs.
don't
That's not the song.
But listen, Merry
How about I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the sleigh bells listen and children listen as I contemplate pounding some new hoe.
pounding some.
No, I don't. Well, no, that's not the words either. I don't-
That's terrible.
It's awful. You shouldn't even speak
I'm
like that around the holidays.
dreaming.
I'm creamy
white
for a white Christmas. I don't know. What the fuck
That's
is
terrible.
happening?
It's mean.
It is. It is. Let's think of another one. Go to hell. Go to hell.
Stop it.
Oh, the angels
I
did
just
say.
soon tell you all a very Merry Christmas during
Yes.
this COVID holiday that everybody's
fuck
staying
COVID.
home on.
Fucking
Fuck COVID.
Nazi COVID bullshit.
COVID can suck my privates.
Oh, COVID can suck. Let's start a rap. COVID can suck my
That's
privates.
it, COVID.
COVID can
Come on.
suck my privates.
Come on, COVID.
Put your mask up your ass and
Big ass COVID motherfucker ass.
yeah, I'm not good at rap. I can't rap.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're kind of
Yo,
We're
word.
white.
West Side.
we're the yo-yos.
Yo.
But it's been a good time, and thank you for having me. And
Oh,
we're not gonna jam. We were gonna jam, but
we can do another show where we jam, where we plan it out.
Yeah, we'll set it up where we got some amps and shit.
Yeah.
Some
Make this count.
microphones in our face.
We'll go to a studio. We know enough people. We should be able to go to a studio
It's
and
been
do
a
whatever the
while,
fuck we want.
Since somebody came and asked me to talk about shit, and I appreciate it because there's a story behind every some bitch that ever sang a song. You know.
Well, can I tell you something that it was really, really important to me. You know, when Vernon came to me and said that he could get you, I texted a message him back, and I went, "That would be interesting."
Yep.
You know, you're part of Chicago. Did you turn the fucking button off? You're part of Chicago rock and roll history, and you're part of rock and roll history as a whole. What you've done, I'm honored to be here. And I appreciate you letting me into your world, man.
had a
And
great
then
time.
spewing your shit here
All right,
and saying these
I'm
things.
just normal, man. We're all fucking. I hate people that aren't normal. That's one thing.
And he will be on the new Depp my new record.
Yes, I'll be. You'll hear me spewing.
Yes.
I'll
This
be
is
putting
this
my-
was fantastic.
my input. Yeah, but thank you, brother. I mean,
No, thank you.
It's all good, and I'm working on a soundtrack now for a documentary that's going to be on the History Channel, and God knows where it's going to go. But it's a Revenge on Pine Mountain in Kentucky, the murder of Ambrose Metcalf. And it's a big story about moonshiners and the people that tried to stop it and all the murders that went down. And right now, Bruce Hacker and me and Nick, who's right here holding that camera, he's like, screw
that's
you,
Nick.
Holland,
There's
motherfucker.
Nick.
Yeah, take a picture of yourself. He's my engineer, bass player, partner in the band and stuff, and we're doing a project right now. What I want to do now is write, because I'm not as pretty as I was when I was little, but I still got a lot of music in me, and I want to write, and I want to make things that, I want to write songs that matter, and you give me something to write about, I'll tell you a damn story. But right now we're doing it about this documentary, and I hope it becomes something pretty cool, and we've got a few songs into it now, so we're working on
That's
that,
awesome.
you know?
And see, there is life after
Yeah,
the
you
big
keep
stage.
working, man. Music,
Yeah.
That's the beauty of music, isn't it?
It is.
Because-
It transcends. Your career in the music industry can transcend into as long as you're willing to work at it and keep pushing, you'll find your way to keep writing.
You start out wanting
And
to,
somebody
you
wants
meet
to hear it.
chicks and stuff. Like I said,
It's the chicks are different. It's more like Chick-fil-A now.
chicks are cool.
Chicks are cool.
I'm
a
like
big
I said,
fan
I've been
of the
married
ladies.
30 years. I got.
I never
2
have any
kids.
problem with the women.
I'm yeah.
No issues
I
whatsoever.
do. My wife yells at me all the time. She's so mean. No, it's all good. I love life, and I'm picking up a new puppy on Sunday.
That's what happens when you rock and roll. You know, I went and saw REO Speedwagon once in Las Vegas, and
German Shepherd.
you know, and this is in the recent incarnation. All Kevin Cronin did was talk about his grandkids.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like, shut
Well,
the
that-
fuck up and play
Yeah, shut up,
157
play the
Riverside.
fucking-
I don't want to hear about your goddamn puppy.
Yeah, no. My puppy's cool as fuck. But wait till you hear my music.
Well, listen, guys. What a wonderful night. How lucky are we that this
Thank you,
wonderful
Dag.
man, Tommy Holland, shared his time here, invited me out to him. I'm up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, to
Right
do
next
this.
door to the strip club. We're about out of here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a place you take Dag. Bad shit
I
happens
will
and they
not-
start companies.
Yeah.
But how wonderful is this? And this is more of the beginning of what's to come here on the Dag Show. Let me put a nice close up of you and me. Look at how handsome we are together. And we're gonna do some great things. And thank you, Tommy, for giving me
I'm
your
still
time
looking
tonight.
at me, man. No, hey. Dag, love
Give me
you.
the hug. Love you too, brother.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
Good night,
there's
all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and you will be seeing more of me and Tommy. I promise you. We're going to see more? Yep. Right on.
Seymour Duncan.
That's it. We'll talk to you guys later. Oh, Jesus.
We
Hold
haven't
on.
been
I don't even.
We ain't been drinking.
No, there's been no booze here. Where's the Jim Beam? Bring
we
that
ain't
fucking
drunk,
thing out.
Mama. We're just drinking.
Hold on. Wait. I got to get the outro thing together here. How do I do the outro? Where's my
Thanks,
outro?
y'all. And everybody I jammed with and made music with in the past. I love you. And I mean it. I mean, life's too short. I got a chance with Dag here to talk and be out there on the airwaves, and I love y'all, man. Thank you.
Like, share, and follow The Dag Show. Share this interview. Go to thedagshow.com, and the next day or so it'll be up on YouTube, and then it goes everywhere. It goes to Twitter, Parler, Instagram. It goes everywhere because that's what we do at The Dag Show. Love you all. Be good to one another. Peace!